Well, you can't really help but be swept up in the patriotism of this week for good reason. The 4th of July is a time where we set aside our differences to appreciate all the things we love about our country. And a big part of that is celebrating the men and women who make up our nation's military. For that today, I'm always happy to have with me retired Colonel Buck Bramlish. He is the executive director of the Franklin County Veterans Service Commission. Good to see you.
It's great to be here as always. Thank you.
Now, setting aside your title, right, and what you do, I want to talk about you personally for a minute. Any 4th of July traditions, things that maybe as a child stand out or that you remembered?
I do. So we've talked about my dad a couple of times. He volunteered for the Navy during the Korean War. And when we were young, Dad would pull out, and I brought it with me.
Okay.
I carry it with me. He would pull out his copy of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, and he would go to the second paragraph, and he would read this. And he would start with, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they're endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it was about freedom. And our dad, as he got older, he really tried to teach us about what it means to be an American and what needs to be free. So and I've tried to carry on.
I was just going to ask.
It's hard. I try to emulate him, but he was pretty special.
Yeah, no doubt. And as a veteran, as growing up too with a veteran as a father, do you look at Independence Day a bit differently? Do you see it kind of, just in a different light as you even get older?
Well, different light's a great way to put it. I would start with Independence Day is everyone's holiday. Everyone should enjoy it, celebrate, understand the amazing ideas that the founders of our nation had. And so we all celebrate. It's about this pursuit of the greatest country in the world. I will say that maybe there's a little different flavor or extra flavor if you've been overseas and I can remember looking at the American flag flying over the embassy in Iraq at night with a light on it, and when you look over the walls, there were no lights for various reasons, one of which they just didn't have enough power. But yet there was our flag over our embassy, and it sticks with you. It is a wonderful tribute to this nation that endeavors to do good.
And you endeavor to do good now for the Veteran Service Commission. It is what you do and what you service is the vets, of this county. So remind us too what it is you do for them and why that is such, an important role, I think, in what you do for the veterans here.
If we're going to encourage young people to be part of this great military environment, then we have to show them how we care for our veterans. And so that's what we do. We have two core competencies, two things we try to do primarily. We provide emergency financial assistance, everything from rent, mortgage, car repair, a need-based program for veterans that are struggling, and we just try to give them a bump to get them back on track. The other thing we do is we file VA claims. We're a pathway to veterans benefits, most commonly through the VA. I would tell you last year we had 1,800 service assignments. We filed over 1,000 new VA claims, and we, out of 7,000 applications for financial assistance in Franklin County, 98% of those 7,000 applications got all or at least part of what they were looking for to try to help them over that tough spot. That's what we do.
That's incredible. Do you find, too, when you talk about benefits, that a lot of veterans don't even realize what they qualify for, how to get there? There is kind of a learning curve in that, in which you step in to create that bridge, right?
It is. For our veterans, unfortunately, that are living in the poverty cycle, once we tend to connect with them and then we refer to partners, we tend to be able to try to really help. But it's those veterans that have been moving or living their lives, independently, and they run into a roadblock. And they don't know about us. And so we try to make sure that everyone understands that every county in Ohio has a Veteran Service Commission that has the same basic responsibility. That if you're in Franklin County, seek out our agency, let other veterans know within our county that this is what we endeavor to do. We're need-based, not income-based, meaning we're going to look at your situation, and based on your service, your honorable service, we're going to try to help you continue life's goals.
And you think, I I would say maybe pride gets in the way a lot of times, right? That people don't think that they want to reach out and ask for help. But knowing what they have given to this country, do you have a message to say, like, yeah, you know, you can reach out. This is something that you can do, and we can do this together, and you deserve it. You earned this, right?
I had a great mentor years ago that his phrase was, Buck, at some time in a military career, everybody needs to take a knee. It doesn't matter whether you're private to general.
Yeah.
It's a tough world we're in, and especially the last 25 years of conflict that we've been involved in. And so, yeah, we've got to help them hold on to their pride in being a service member, but focus on these are earned benefits. They are benefits you earn by raising your right hand, like I always do. You know,
Yeah.
swore an oath to support and protect the Constitution of the United States against all enemies. That's the stuff we do. And by the way, 90+% of the veterans did that when they were 17, 18, or 19 years old.
Absolutely.
That's when they started.
Yeah. And they sacrifice so much at a young age. And this is the thing. You have a right to all of this and more. Don't ever feel too proud, right, to kind of stand there and ask. And we do want to just let people know, too, your staff, I know you all have a passion for this. And I think it's incredible. You've talked a little bit about that before. But just that everybody there is so willing and so just passionate about helping the veterans as well.
I'm going to be real straight. It's a challenge. We are busier than we've ever been in the history of our agency, and our staff is relatively small.
Yeah.
And so I've got about 20 people that are doing the hard work day in and day out. Those 7,000 financial assistance applications, the 1,800 service applications, the 6,000 medical transportation appointments that we set up. It's about 20 people that do that day in, day out. And I want the public to know that we try our best. We try to get better. Our county is so supportive. We're expanding a little bit. We're adding some positions. And our staff, by law, you're either a veteran or an immediate family member of a veteran to work in our agency by Ohio Revised Code. So our teammates, our team members, they understand the struggles that veterans go through.
They get it, and they are there as a resource. Vets.franklincounty.ohio.gov. They're also on all the socials and all that. And we, of course, want to thank everybody as we lead into Independence Day, but every day, right? For those that wear a uniform, you as well, Colonel Bramlish, thank you for always being so supportive and for your service as well.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Happy Independence Day coming up.
There we go. All right.